I honestly thought it was Wednesday today, but it's actually Thursday morning. I'm going to actually be driving into the shop today because, firstly, it's raining cats and dogs. It's absolutely atrocious. I took the dog out for a walk and we both got horribly soaked. I don't fancy getting soaked for a second time this morning. And also, that will allow me to actually take some of this stuff that is in my conservatory to the shop where it should really be, because I really want this space to be something that I can come home and chill out in. I've really been enjoying doing that. I've enjoyed having my computer set up all tidy. I've actually changed to the desk to one of the folding camping tables that I was using when I first started doing the market stalls, and I actually thought, wow, actually that would make a perfect computer table, and it does. It's huge, it's got a lot of space, it just feels nice to sit at it and play games or whatever. So really happy with that. So I'm going to actually take a couple of these items, shove them in the car boot, and make my way to the shop. It's shockingly cold today. It really is, even with the heating on in the shop. Anyway, here's some of the stuff that I bought into the shop from home, so it's no longer annoying me at home. It's going to annoy me in the shop instead, which is absolutely fine, because that's what it's for. I even found some cool stuff in here, like these really nice vintage Mario mugs. They're so cute. They're made in England as well. I think we bought these yonks ago from the car boot fair. I don't think we paid very much money for them. I think they were like a bundle deal, like 5 for £1 or something like that. So really cool. I'm thinking probably listing those on eBay, direct onto eBay. They won't go onto the website because obviously they're used. I also want to say a massive thank you to Mike Dando, who's one of our regular YouTube viewers, and was kind enough to try to support us and buy something from our website, onlycoolstuff.co.uk. Unfortunately, the item that Mike wanted, I thought I had in stock, hence it was listed, but I didn't. We must have sold it in the shop before lockdown happened, and I clearly just didn't update the website, so it was completely on me. So instead, Mike has chosen to opt for this super cool Darth Vader head keyring instead, which is really nice. So it's not the one that you originally wanted, so sorry Mike, but also massive thank you for your understanding, and I'll get this shipped out to you today. As things have been so uncertain recently, and obviously with the shop being closed and sales being hard to come by, I'm being a little bit more lenient with things than I would be. I mean, I received an offer on this Joker Living Dead doll on eBay. It was a good offer of £55, but the buyer actually put a note saying, if you accept it, would it be okay if I pay on the 22nd of January? So I was a bit iffy about it, but then on balance I thought it was a good offer, £55 for the Living Dead doll, and I thought, well, they were kind enough and honest enough to actually state that that was their intention, to pay on the 22nd, whereas a lot of sellers in the past have done the same thing, where they've sent me an offer, I've accepted, and then they decide to tell me that they're not going to be paying me immediately, and they'll be looking to pay a week later or 2 weeks later or whatever, which is very frustrating. So at least this buyer has been upfront, and that swayed me. Even though the heating has been on since I got in this morning, the shop is still freezing cold. It is bitter outside. The good news is I've been getting on with work, been getting some listings done, and I'm just about to get some of these listed now onto the website, which are these like little Mandalorian vinyl figures. They've done very well for us in the past in the shop as well, so it would be good to get them onto the website. But before I start attacking those, I am going to make my way down to the chip shop, because hopefully I'll make it before they close for their little afternoon break. They open like 2 times during a day. They have like a morning session, as it were, and then like an evening session. They close between like 2 and 4. Anyway, I'm going to go over there and see if I can get myself some nice cotton chip for lunch. It's time to wrap up at the shop. it can get quite lonely here every day because of how dead it is. It's just obviously me, and I'm not great at working when I've got the radio on or anything, so I have to work in silence a lot of the times. However, today has been a very good day, very productive. I'm now almost at the point where everything we have is now listed on the website and on eBay, which is brilliant. So a lot more stuff has gone up today, and I hope there's only a handful of invoices. Like I think there's like 2 invoices, and they're not even it's not even everything that's on those invoices that needs to be done. Some of it's already listed, so it shouldn't be too long, and then I can focus on bringing in some fresh inventory, which is always good. I think fresh inventory is always key to keeping interest. I've noticed it's one of the reasons why I've like stopped posting on the Facebook page. I feel like I don't have anything to post, so I don't post anything, and that's a bad thing because obviously then I'm not in the local community's mind as much as I should be, or in people that are interested in the page and not getting any content from it. Whereas when I've got new stock coming in, I can take photos of it, talk about it, share it. I'm enthusiastic about it. But when you haven't got anything new really to talk about, it stops that engagement. One thing I'm not sure I've actually mentioned is I went back to work today after having a proper day off yesterday, where I did nothing but relax, actively relax. I actually slept till midday. I played video games, and I actually just chilled out for the first time in, I think, what's been quite a long time. It's something I suppose I haven't paid enough attention to. I've talked about it an awful lot, but I found it difficult to actually take time off. And that's been really telling how much of a difference it made, because when I went back into work today, I felt recharged. Obviously, I felt like I had more energy, but it's also allowed me to look at what I'm doing in the business and do things that I had neglected to do. For example, looking at what the competition does, especially dealing with wholesalers, etc. I've just realised today that there's so much information I could be gathering just by looking at what other sellers in the same space are doing, other sellers that I can tell are using the same wholesalers as me, what prices they're charging, how they're selling their items, so many little things. And it's something that before wasn't even on my radar, but because I've come back a bit more refreshed after just literally one day off, it's just made me more aware of those things. I mean, for example, pre-orders is a simple thing. It's something that I don't offer at the moment, and it's something that I've added now to the list of things that I do wish to add going forward, because it's just silly that I haven't taken advantage of pre-orders. I've noticed a lot of my competition actually will expect people to pay upfront for their pre-order items, or at very best pay like a 10% non-refundable deposit, for example, and do payment plans. And that's something I wouldn't want to get involved with, but if I was offering pre-orders, I would just offer like the pay up front for it, and that is a great source of income. It would allow me to gauge interest in particular products coming out, etc. And it's something that I've not even taken advantage of yet. I have access to, but I only am aware of it because I feel like I've come back more refreshed, and have been able to look at the situation, look at the business again with a fresh pair of eyes. And it's such a simple thing, because we all do it. Even when we're selling on eBay, we look at what other eBay sellers are doing. Anyway, on that note, I am going to call it a night and edit this together. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.